Hey guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos for you guys. The last one I remember was my hair was really short, and I think it was like about 8 months ago. And lately, my subscribers have been just pouring in. It's ridiculous how fast my numbers have gone up. And actually, with all that being said, I kind of just want to take this moment to just thank every single one of you. I just recently hit 10,000 like 2 days ago, and actually at this very moment I'm actually sitting at like 10.7. So it's a bit overwhelming, but I'm just so grateful for you guys, and I really didn't think that it would get this high this quickly or even at all. So just thank you guys so much for all the support. I really cannot express to you how much it means to me to have every single one of you, pay this close attention to me and this close attention to my life. I have people from all over the country, DMing me and Snapchatting me and telling me how much they love my stuff and how into my channel they are, which is a bit weird because I'm boring. I'm not exciting, but I really just want to thank you all for all the endless support and for the continued support. It really does mean more to me than you'll ever know. So all sad shit aside, today I'm going to be answering a lot of questions for you guys. Yesterday I put it up on my Instagram and my Snapchat, asking for you guys to ask questions about anything, really. I don't care. It could be about my quinces, it could be about my life, it could be about my boys, it could be about anything, really. And I got a lot of questions. I was just like, oh, okay, maybe I'll get like 50 and I'll just narrow it down. Just on Instagram alone, I got 203. Now, I'm not going to be answering all 200 because we'd be here for a good minute. But yeah, I know this video is going to be kind of lengthy, so just kind of be patient with me. I'm going to try to cover everything as I can and get to as many as I can. Real quickly, if you're new to my channel, my name is Mary. I am the choreographer behind this channel and the owner of MP Choreography. I choreograph dances for events and post the videos that I choreograph here, along with vlogs, practice videos, Q&As like this, and different videos in between. So please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will try to keep you as entertained as I can. So like I said, there's a lot of them here, so be patient with me please, and I will try to cover as much as I can. So first one, how long have you been doing quince dances? By the way, I love you. I love you too, thank you so much. How long have I been doing dances? It will be 5 years in November. Yeah, 5 years. So what are we in June? So I'm sitting at 4.5 years right now. Would you have the same boys now in the future? I'm hoping that they'll stick around for a good while. A lot of them are around 15, 16 years old. So I'm hoping that they'll stay around for at least until they graduate. But, I always understand things happen and they have other things going for them. A lot of my boys play soccer. A lot of my boys play, a couple of them play football, so I know that, eventually they may or may not grow out of it, but I hope to keep them around as long as I can. Okay, are you going to make a girls group? See, the thing about the girls group, I've thought about it. I really have, and I've actually pitched it to a couple people and pitched it to a couple of my boys to see what their opinion was. And a lot of the feedback isn't as good as I wanted it to be. And once I really thought about it, girls groups don't do as well as boys groups that I've seen. And if there is a girls group that I'm like, whoa, they're good, it's because they're really, really good, like really, really good. So, and I know of a couple of people that I would ask if it were ever to come to me making a girls group, but for right now, I'm just focusing on my choreography stuff, and I'm focusing on just my boys group. So maybe in the future, but right now, probably not. When are you going to make a vlog with the boys again? Yeah, a lot of you really enjoyed that. Hopefully soon. I'm seeing them a lot more lately, so it's really just up to me to just start recording, but sometimes I'm too focused on what we're doing, or I forget, and so, but I will be sure to do another one of those because I know y'all really like that one. What inspired you to do choreography? Not really an inspiration. I was just asked to do it for my cousin's quince almost 5 years ago. My tia just asked me to do it for fun because I like to dance, so she was just like, can you do it for us? And I was like, dude, sure. After that, it just people kept asking me, and things kept getting bigger, and back then, if you would have asked me if I'd be doing this 5 years later, it would have been a no, but I'm glad. I'm really glad that it's gotten as big as it has. How many dancers are too much in a quince? Okay, so I usually give my girls, I tell them I give up to 6 songs, but I suggest 5. Reason being is because, you know, I've actually experienced this before when I go to quinces and the dances are 5 minutes plus, and people are literally sitting there getting bored. They're sitting there on their phones. You know, they're not really into it anymore because they're bored. So I tell them that I don't give them more than 6, and definitely not more than 4 to 4.5 minutes, because yeah, it does get very lengthy, and then people are like sitting there like, oh my god, is it over yet? You know, so I don't want people feeling that way with my dances, so I tend to keep them not short, but not too long. But again, it is your day, so you know what, if you want to have 26 songs, you go ahead and have 26 songs. How many months from the 15 should you start practicing? Me personally, I give 10 practices, which is 10 weeks, which is about 2.5 months. Sometimes my girls ask for more. So really, it kind of bases on the difficulty of the dance, how well your people catch on, how well your people show up to practice, and that really kind of depends on you to kind of, if you don't have a choreographer to tell you how many practices you're going to have, to just base it on your best judgment. And just too much practice is never wrong. Like, it's like there's nothing wrong with too much practice. Now, too little practice may have you a little bit stressed, but too much practice is never a bad thing. How do you get inspirations for the dances that you teach? Literally anything. Like, I could be watching a friggin' McDonald's commercial, and if they're dancing, like, I'm there paying attention, like, oh, that's cute, let's use that. You know, I don't strictly base it off of like going on off of YouTube videos, you know, because a lot of people do the same things over and over again, and I know I'm not like innocent when it comes to that, because I know there are a lot of things that I reuse. So yeah, if it's, you know, anything at all, in movies and commercials and, you know, Dancing with the Stars and, you know, little things like that, I pay attention to every single thing, and if I like it, I put it in. How long will you be doing choreography? Honestly, as long as I'm wanted. Once like my 3rd one was over, I was like, oh, okay, that's probably it. I'm done. And here I am sitting 5 years later with like 6 on my plate right now. So I'm very, very blessed. So hopefully it'll keep going. This one is from one of my boys. I'm sure y'all know him. His name is Chepe. How do you feel about us as a group? Now, I'm not going to get sappy because I'm probably going to cry, but I am literally so proud of you guys. It's ridiculous how much that the recognition that they've gotten in such a short time. I only debuted them in March, and it is June, and I get people asking them about them just as much as they ask about me. So they're very, very, very strong, very, very dedicated, very, very ambitious group of boys, and I am just blessed to know every single one of them. How did you meet the boys? A lot of them I met through quinces that I've done. Hez has been in a million one of my quinces. I met Chewy through one of my quinces. Chepe, I met him through one of my quinces. Joel's my cousin, so that kind of don't count. But he and I actually got closer because of the quince he was in. Alan I just met this year, and I met him through Chewy. Leo I met through Chewy as well. Gabriel was in Stephania, so I met him through a quince as well. So yeah, it's either through a quince or through someone in the group already. Who has been in the most of your 15s? That would probably have to be Hess or Chewy, but it changes through like the era of groups of people, if that makes sense. Like when I first started, I had these twins that were actually friends of Stephanie's. Their names are Carlos and Rick, and they're actually my OG favorites. They're like from my first group of babies. So, and they were in like 10 of my quinces. But currently, it's probably Hess and Chewy. Chewy right now is in a lot of mine. But yeah, it really just depends on like the time and like who's having what. And but right now, probably Hess or Chewy. Again with this question. Who was your favorite 15? Now, I'm never ever going to actually directly answer this question because I love all of my quinces. And I've said this before, but like I have different memories with each group. So I can't really pinpoint who exactly is my favorite. I just have favorite memories. Yeah. When should you start to plan a 15? As soon as possible. There really is no time. Now, I'm not saying like 10 years, but like I've seen as little as 6 months, and I've seen as early as 5 years. So, and it's like, you don't have to start buying stuff at 5 years, but like just to start planning, you know, colors, you know, hall that you want it at, and then once it gets closer, no, I would say my personal opinion would be to start at least 2 to 3 years, just to give yourself enough time and enough, notice to give people, like halls and photographers and, things like that. How many dances do you do in a week? Like practices, I'm guessing. Right now, I am doing Tuesday through Sunday. Yeah, Tuesday through Sunday. So yeah, I only get Mondays off for the time being. And I'm about to start a couple more here in a few weeks. So a week again it is. Who of the RP members did you meet first? Joel, because he's my cousin. But if we're talking like actual order of when I started the group, I think I met Chepa first. But what's funny about that is he was in my game set, and then after I completely lost touch with him, we didn't keep up with each other. I had no idea where he went, what he was doing. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Chewy's like, "Hey, I have this dude," and it ended up being him. So yeah, I think it was Chepa that I actually met first, because after that would be Hess, but Gabby's game set is where I met him, but Claudia's was before Gabby's. How do you mix your songs? I use this computer app called Virtual DJ. It's completely free. All you gotta do is Google it, type in Virtual DJ, and the little thing should pop up for you to download it to your PC. And that is probably the easiest way for me to do it. I've been using it since probably I started. So, and it's really easy, and it's not hard to figure out, and it's just simple. Yeah. Is it stressful coming up with different choreography for each girl? How do you come up with all the dances? In a nutshell, yes. Only because I want my dances to be different every single time. I want my dances to be completely unique for every single girl. And it does get hard because I sometimes do it last minute, or sometimes I can't find anything to add new, so I just try and switch up the moves that I've done already. But even then, sometimes I'll just look at it and I'm like, oh my god, I need to find something else to do. But yeah, that's mainly the only stressful part, is trying to make each dance new and each dance, unique and stand out. But I mean, my girls have been satisfied up until now, so I hope I'm doing a good job. I was so happy when I saw this question. It's obviously from my sister-in-law. She said, "What's the best thing about being a Thea?" Last August, my brother and my sister-in-law had their first child. Her name is Layla. She is the cutest thing on the planet Earth. I don't get to see her as much as I'd like because of how busy I am, but hopefully that will change soon. But yeah, the best thing really about it, it's a little corny, but what I kind of think about is really my relationship with my tias. They're all second, third, and fourth mothers to me. Also, they're really my best friends, and I can't wait to have that kind of relationship with Layla. When she gets older, and the type of relationship that I have with my tias, I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. And I just hope that she sees me as a kind of a role model, and I can be that inspiration for her in some aspects, and when she gets in trouble, she can call me and I can bail her out. And just kidding, don't get mad at me, Zoe. I guess just watching her grow up and see what kind of things she gets into, if she does dance, if she does sports, if I can't wait. Favorite movie? I don't really have a favorite movie. I have favorite genres. So, because I love movies. I love watching movies. The only thing I will say, though, don't ever take me to the theater, because I am that person that talks during the movie. So my favorite genres would probably have to be Disney, horror, and I like musicals. I'm a weirdo that likes all that extra shit. So, favorite BTS member. Now, hopefully none of y'all come for me. I know my boys will, because they always make fun of me for liking the Korean band. My favorite BTS member is probably Jungkook. Oh, it's between Jungkook and Jimin. So, but yeah, nobody makes fun of me for that. Have you ever been sick or something gone wrong and couldn't make it to a 15? I've been sick before. I actually had bronchitis at Araceli's quince, but I was still able to be there. I wasn't deathbed dying, but I don't think I've ever gotten sick to where I couldn't make it. If I'm sick, I'll go and I'll be there as long as I can, and if I can't, then I'll be like, yo, I gotta go. But as far as something going wrong, I don't think anything's really prevented me from being somewhere. What color are your socks? They're black. By the way, I love you. Well, I love you too. Weird question, but yeah, they're black. What is your favorite thing about each of the boys? Hess I've known him for a little over 2 years. Um, and actually, he and I just recently started getting closer. After Daisy's quince, that's when we started, communicating a lot more. Mainly because he needed rides everywhere, but it's okay because that's what brought us closer. And that boy is my heart, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of like, he's your favorite, he's your favorite. No, he and I have a very special bond we've had for a while, longer than a lot of my boys. So he's just someone I consider very, very close to my heart, because he and I will literally just sit there and talk about literally anything. And it's not even just things with him, things that are going on with me as well. And I just really, really value the relationship that he and I have. Now, Chewy is, Chewy, I swear, man. He and I haven't really been close for that long, but it's really just recently, like with all the cancers that he's been in of mine, he and I have gotten a lot closer. So he's another one of kind of like Hess, we'll talk about anything and everything, and I swear that boy makes me laugh. Like, he's just crazy, and just the stuff that he says sometimes I'm just like, what? No, that boy keeps me laughing, and that's probably, his sense of humor is probably my favorite thing about him. Joel, like I said, he's my cousin, so my favorite thing with Joel is the fact that this has brought us so much closer. He was in Destiny's quince last November. Yeah, last November. And that right there brought us closer, but him being in this group of mine and him being in the quinces that he has our relationship has grown so, so much, and I'm just so grateful that I get to do this with him because he is my family, and he's also considered one of my babies, so it's like, it's like a double blessing in a way. Now, Alan, I haven't known him for a long, long time. I've actually only met him like maybe around end of March, April area. But he and I literally keep up with each other like on a daily basis, and same thing, like he's very, very mature for his age. So like sometimes I forget he's, 15 years old, but he just, he's always checking in on me, he's always picking at me, but our relationship has grown a lot too. And in a very, very short time, if I might add. But yeah, he's one that I am very close with as well. Chepe is the one that I said I knew first. So in Claudia's quince, he's one that I noticed that was very, just very, very friendly and very, very, open, and he never gave me any kind of issues. And now, I'm able to know him on a more personal level, and he and I try to be there for him as much as I can, through what he's going through, and when I'm going through things, he checks up on me, and he and I have a very, very tight bond as well. And Gabriel, if you're watching this, don't hate me for saying this, he's the baby of my group. So I have more of like a protective relationship with him, when he's just very, I don't know, I feel more of like a mother when it comes to him. But yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's a great dancer, and yeah. In Stephania's, I noticed very, very quickly that he and I were gonna have some kind of relationship outside of that quince, and I was right. What the fuck? And my last one, Leo, he is actually my newest addition into my group. I haven't known him for very long, but he's very respectful. He's very, very friendly. And I actually we were talking this like last weekend, and I actually know his sister. His sister and I went to school together, so just small world, but yeah, I look forward to getting to know him a lot more too. Okay, now this next part, I'm gonna be talking a lot about one specific thing. I've addressed it before, but I know a lot of you are new, so I don't mind addressing it again. Travel questions. Throughout my entire time of doing this, I've constantly been asked, do you travel here? Do you travel here? How far will you travel? How far are you willing to travel? Just about me going outside of Texas. So just to clarify, I am from Texas. I live in Central Texas. So I've constantly been asked, where are you from? Would you choreograph in other states? Would you choreograph here? Would you choreograph here? I've been asked to choreograph in literally almost every single state in the U.S. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's actually really, really flattering that someone wants me to come out, miles and tens of thousands of miles away just to choreograph for their quince. It's actually really sweet. I would go anywhere, really, like dead ass. I would go, to California. I would go to Florida. I would go to, I've gotten a call from Connecticut, from Georgia. I got a call from Georgia yesterday. And it's not that I don't want to, or not that I'm not that I can't, because I would. But the whole problem with that is the money. What if I were to agree to come out somewhere? It would include the airfare. It would include hotel fees on top of the choreography fee that I already charge, and it would just add up, and I really don't think anyone would pay that much just to have someone like me. I mean, I'm sure there's someone like me somewhere in your state that wouldn't cost as much, and trust me, I would love to go anywhere and everywhere. I just don't really, I wouldn't want you to pay that much and then something go wrong, or something, y'all see the dance I make and y'all are just like, okay, we could have hired the lady down the street. I just don't want y'all to feel like y'all are wasting money on something that I can't provide. It's more about the money that I wish I wouldn't have to charge y'all, but I mean, I have to get out there somehow. So to answer everyone's question, yes, I am willing to go anywhere and everywhere, but it would be pretty high in price. So if you're still interested after this conversation that we're having, or me having a conversation with you, just let me know, because I am willing to, and I actually really, really want to eventually. But like I said, if you're not willing to pay for me, I'm not going to be mad at you. Trust me, I'm not going to be mad at you because it's a lot. What is your favorite dance to teach? My favorite dance would probably be either bachata or a waltz dance. And I know that's kind of weird, because the waltz is like something that everybody dreads because it's so slow and everybody wants to get to the fast-paced songs. But yeah, I really, really enjoy waltz songs just because they're so pretty, and I love making waltz dances. Do you think Los Reyes Platinum is going to last for a long time? I hope so. I really, really hope so. I mean, I know going forward, my boys are going to switch up over time, but I mean, the actual group, I'm going to try to keep a thing for as long as I'm doing this, so fingers crossed. Oh, this is a good question. Which quince dress was your favorite? See, this is the kind of question, not favorite group, but that's hard too. Don't get mad at me. If you're one of my quince girls, don't get mad at me if I don't say your dress. But my favorite, oh God, this sucks. Probably Stefania's or Kalina's, because Stefania's was just, it was something that you don't really see everywhere, just like the design of it. It was just, I saw it for the first time, I was just like, dude, where the hell did you get that? Like, it was beautiful. And Kalina's because the details on her dress, like, it was just like, they were complete, just like, it looked like she had like diamonds embroidered into her dress. It was so pretty. Because me, I'm extra, and I like sparkles and glitter and all that shit. So yeah, those were the two that actually really caught my eye. But don't get mad at me if I didn't say your dress, because they're all beautiful and you're all beautiful. So please don't get mad at me. What do you need to know to be able to rent yourself as a chambelán? So like, if you're planning on being a part of a group like mine, the only advice that I can really give you is, one, be available all the time. And I know there's other things that you probably have going on, but let's say you are rented for a quince and they're paying you for it, you need to show up to practice. You need to be prompt and ready to learn at every single practice. And you need to be very flexible as far as, availability and making it there, and, giving 110% at every single practice, because those are the things that people look at, and that's the kind of thing that's going to make your client recommend you for another one. How long have you been working with Chewy? Chewy, I met in December. Well, November, like October, November, when we started Jasmine's practices. And what's funny is, at first, I didn't think he liked me. I guess it was just like his personality. Like, he was kind of shy at first, and it was just, I don't know. I didn't think he liked me, so I was just like, you know what, forget this dude. But Yeah, he's actually one of, my kids, and I'm with him a lot lately. So, but he's great, so yeah, I've known him for a good 6, 7 months or so, but yeah. If you could change any of your dances, which one would it be and why? What? See, I don't think I'd change an entire dance, but sometimes I'll go and I'll look back and I'll see things and I'm like, oh crap, I should have added that in there. I should have added that in there, or I shouldn't have made them do this. It's just little tedious things. And I noticed that with every single one of my groups, so it's not just one. Where did you learn to dance? Where did you learn to dance? I learned to dance, well, initially from my uncles. When I was, really young. Um, they first started me on like the Hano music and stuff, so that's mainly what I grew up on. And then further down the line, around like 8th grade or so, I started dancing. Of course, at going to quinceas and stuff with my friends, and their stuff would revolve on me. And then later on, I would start going out with my cousins, and that's when I started being like, holy shit, like what is this dance and why are people doing it? It was very extra, but it was really fun. So yeah, and then I've just been learning ever since. How do you deal with disrespect at practices? Now, I've been very, 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 very lucky to work with the groups that I have. I've never actually really had to encounter straight up disrespect. Sometimes people get rowdy and sometimes people give looks. But as far as like saying things and the disrespect dragging on through practice, I've never had to deal with that. So, but if I did, I think I would. I won't say anything directly because that's not really my place. I'm not their mom. So I would probably talk to the quincea's parents, or talk to the quinceañera and see if they can talk to them and be like, yo, chill. Will Los Reyes Platinum go to competition? Absolutely yes. They want to. They've been wanting to for a very, very long time, and now finally I feel like they're where they need to be at to actually get into stuff like that. And I'm so excited because I see videos and stuff of other groups, and I'm probably gonna cry with their first one because like I said, I'm very, very proud of them. So yes, they will, and soon. Favorite part about doing choreography? My favorite part would probably be all the people that I meet. I get a chance to get to know and to keep in contact with the most amazing people, and it's weird because they are 15, so it's not like, I always tell people I don't consider them my friends because it's more of like a sister motherly type bond. I get very protective of them. It's more of a protective relationship. I consider them my kids. I treat them, as if they were my own blood sister, relative, whatever. And even the moms, the moms, sometimes I keep in touch with them, and it's the sweetest thing when I get kept up with their daughters' lives, even if they don't talk to me. Like I know, for example, Ava's mom. So if you're watching, shout out to Ava's mom because she's freaking awesome. She's super what I cannot speak. Super supportive of my business, and I know a while back when Ava made varsity cheerleading, she immediately told me, even before Ava did. So it's just things like that. That's probably my favorite part, is being able to still keep in contact with them as they grow up. How did you find your boys? So Hess was actually the one that pitched the idea to me. So my first original 3 were Hess, Chewy, and Joelle. And those were my 3 that I first had in the very beginning. And then from there, Chewy got me Alan and Leo. I met Gabriel through Stefania, so of course I asked him. And Chewy also got me Chepa as well. So yeah, I just met them through either quinces or mutual friends. But yeah. When is your Spotify playlist coming? It's coming. Trust me. I promise you, it'll come up very, 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 very soon. I'm actually working on it right now, as far as like lists and stuff. So when that does come out, I will put it on my Instagram and on my Snapchat and everywhere, so y'all will know where it's at. How do you feel choreography has changed your life? It's been a drastic change, actually. It's taught me to be more responsible, to be more organized. Patience, definitely patience. And it's it's been a crazy ride, but it's one that I hope doesn't stop at any time soon, because I really do enjoy every aspect of this job, everything included. So it's changed my life for the better, because I never ever thought I would be doing anything like this. So, but I'm glad, and you guys are all a part of it. The change and the y'all are a big part in a boost in my confidence and my self-esteem, because of all the kind words and all the support and the love that y'all have given me over the years. And it's sometimes, I do get in funks, I do get sad, but I do remember that I do have all of you behind me, and it makes me feel a lot better. Last one, how does it feel accomplishing everything that you have? I'm not gonna get too far into that because I probably will cry. But it really is the best feeling. I'm one to have high hopes but low expectations. I always tend to try and see the worst in a situation, so when it happens, I'm not disappointed. And then when the opposite happens, it's a great feeling, and there's been nothing but positive changes and positive feedback, and the people I meet. This has been one. It's it's crazy. It's crazy how my life has changed because of this. And I know that with the start of my business, that this is only the very beginning, and I am so excited to see where this takes me, and it takes my business, it takes my boys, it takes my life. So just again, thank you all so much for everything that you've done for me, even if it's if you subscribed yesterday, or if you've been with me since Stephanie's game set 4 years ago. I am truly grateful for every single one of you and everything that you've done for me. And I plan to stay here as long as I'm wanted, so y'all ain't getting rid of me anytime soon. But yeah. So that will actually do it for all of the questions that I'm going to answer in this video. If I didn't get to your question, please don't hate me. Please don't come for me. That I got asked a lot of questions, so I kind of just picked out the ones that were more broadened over like a certain subject. So if I didn't answer your question, please comment down below, and I will try to answer them either in the comments or in my next video on Snapchat, somewhere anyway that I can get you the answer that you're looking for. But yeah, that will do it for this video. Thank you so much again for 10K, and it keeps going up. I'm probably going to be at 11 by Sunday, which is completely crazy to me. It's weird to think that many of you watch my videos and are actually intrigued enough to stay. But also, if you have not subscribed to my boys' channel yet, I will link that down below. Please show them all the love in the world. They truly deserve it. I'm so proud of them. So yeah, I will have that link below. And their channel is coming with more content as well. And as far as game sets of mine, I have 2 coming up in July. I have one July 6th and one July 26th. And then the day after that, I'm pretty sure some of you know what's going on, but if you don't, there's a big surprise that's coming on with, I'm probably not going to vlog it, but my boys are. So, well, I'll be vlogging, but it'll be up on their channel. So it's something we're all very excited about. So yeah, if you don't know yet, you'll have to wait and see what it is, and it's coming up soon, so you don't have to wait very long. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here before I keep talking and I'll get bored. So again, thank you so much for support and all the love that you've given me over the years, or the last week if you've only been here for a week. Just thank you all for everything. Please like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you on the next video.